Hello everyone, welcome to CodeJam's online Blender tutorial. In this video, we are going to learn how to make an animation in which you will be pushing few cubes with the help of a long bar of a cuboid. So let's start this video. The first step is we have to start it with the journal animation system on this Blender software. So we will be clicking on this journal tab. As you can see, the cube is out here. So first of all, we will be scaling this cube on the x-axis. For that, first of all, we will be pressing S, then X to expand it on the x-axis. As you can see, the bar of cube is out here. So I'll first turn on my screencast keys so that you can see like whichever key I'm pressing out here. Alright, so now you can see the keys on the left side of the screen. Okay, so the next step is we will be adding one mesh and a plane through it, and we will be scaling up that plane. So this plane will be acting as a floor for this cuboid to move on. Second step is we will be adjusting this plane on the y-axis. For that, we will be pressing G and then Y to move it on the y-axis, and then again G and Z to adjust it on the z-axis, just like this. Alright, now it looks fine. So the next step is we will be adding one cube on the surface. For that, click on the add mesh and press cube. Now scale down that cube a little bit and then press G and move it a bit upwards like this. Alright, so the next thing is we will be going to the physics tab on the properties section, and under the physics properties we will be selecting this rigid body, and then we will be adding some weight for this cube, and then I think 20 kgs would be fine for this. And in the collision section, add shape for this cube to a mesh, and then we will be going to the surface response, and then we will be increasing its friction to 1, and the last thing is dynamics, and we will be adjusting the value for the damping and rotation to approximately near to the 3 and rotation near to the 6. Alright, this looks fine to me. So the next step is we will be selecting our plane, and again we will be going to the physics properties and rigid body, and this time we will be selecting the type of this rigid body to the passive, and then shape will be mesh again, and then friction to the number 1 position. Similarly, we will be now selecting the cuboid, that is a long bar, and then okay, so after selecting the cuboid, again we will be going to the rigid body section, type passive, and then now we have to animate it so that because our cuboid will be moving back and forth, and then shape to the mesh. That's it. Alright, now let's try to simulate this project, like what will happen if we simulate it right now. So for that you just have to press your space bar, or you can press play key out here, and as you can see, our cube is falling downwards just like we want it. Okay, so the next is we will be moving to the frame number 1, and now we will be pressing N and then move our cursor to the location length. In the item section there is a location tab out here, and move your cursor, you have to move your cursor out here and then press I button from your keyboard. So it will be creating one keyframe at the frame number 1, Similarly, now we will move to the frame number 130 or 120, 125 it would be fine I think. So select our cuboid and then press G and Y on your cuboid and move it up to the maximum forward position. And now what we have to do is we will have to again put keyframe on this value at 125, and then for that again move your cursor out here and press I button. Now if you move it to your timeline, your cuboid will be start moving from the first keyframe to the 125th keyframe. It looks nice. Now what we have to do is we have to save our file. Go to the file menu, save as, select any folder where you like to put your file. So I'll type just project here and will save as. Alright, so the next part is we will be selecting our cube and then we will be adding new material to it. For that we will be going to the material properties, add new material, and instead of this principal surface we will be choosing diffuse BSDF surface. Now what we have to do is we have to duplicate our cube. For that just select the cube and press shift and D, and you can duplicate few cubes. Alright, that looks fine to me. So now we have to go to the scene properties and go to rigid body world, and under this section select cache and bake this whole animation so that the whole data gets saved in it. After that we have to select the rendered view from the top part. And then we have to select the render engine, which is the cycles, because it looks beautiful. And if your device supports GPU, then you can select GPU compute out here, or else you have to choose CPU only. And under the sampling section, fill 200 samples for both render and viewport, and then we have to select the light source, which is the light-like structure that I've told you in the previous videos also. And then we have to select this light bulb option and choose sun under this option. After that we have to start using these nodes and fill up the strength up to 7, and then we have to adjust the lightning according to our requirement. So you can click just R on your keyboard to adjust the shadow, whichever suits you. You can fill up accordingly. Right now the shadow has started showing in our screen. Alright, now we have to go to the world properties. Under the world properties, choose the color and put it white, because we want white background for this animated video. Now for the next step, we will select our cuboid and we will change its material, and instead of this principal BSF we will be choosing diffuse BSDF. Now you can change the color of your cuboid, whichever looks nice to you. Like in this section I will choose this dark pink color. So now after selecting this little cube, you can select any out of this cube, go to frame number 1 and change its color. Like in this case I will change its color to red, and then move your cursor to the color and press the I button. Now we will be moving our timeline to the, for example, 100th frame, and then again change the color. Like in this case I will change it to the green, and then again I will press the I button while my cursor is on the color tab, and as you can see your color will change from frame number 0 to frame number 100, from red to green. Now you just have to press the 0 from the numpad, and then you have to adjust the camera view. For that, just click on this view button and then lock the camera view, and make sure the whole scenario fits inside that camera square. Like now it looks nice. I will uncheck this camera lock view. Now the major part for our animation has been completed, and then we will go to the output properties, which look like a little printer out here. You can choose frame rate 30 fps. That looks quite nice now, and select the end frame to 200 because we don't need much frames for this animation video. Now here comes the file format part. For the beginners, AVI JPEG format is best because this is operational in maximum of the machines. Choose this format, select the quality to 100, and then save that project. Now the next part is you have to click on the render tab and then render image. So this rendering will take few seconds, so be patient while this process is going on. Make sure that whole image has been rendered properly. Alright, so now our image is rendered completely. Now we can render our animation also. You just have to click on render animation, and your whole animation will be start getting rendering just like you rendered your image. So this process will be take some few hours, so be patient while this process is going on. So this will be your final rendered output. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you like, share and subscribe our YouTube channel. For more information, log on to www.coachamp.in.